What's up, YouTube and Calibercrats? It's JP Lawson here for the next session of the Voyage to Erebus.
Electric Boogaloo.
No beating around the bush. We're just going to jump right into it, gentlemen and lady.
Reroll for initiative, huh?
Yep. Everyone reroll for initiative. Now,
14.
14. Okay.
You got your notebook?
I was the only one that didn't have to.
No, you gotta roll. No, wait, no, you don't.
I think just
22.
22 as well. But she wins because it was an at 20 for her.
Oh, I forgot to add my plus 4. So it's 15, 16, 17, 18.
I'm worried about what Percy rolled.
I forgot to add my plus 4, so it's actually 18.
18?
Yeah.
Mine's 22 with a nat 20.
Mine's 22 with an 18.
Here, I'll show you. Josh.
I'll trust you.
Ain't no reason why.
Alright, so Dylan, what's your health at?
32.
Right now it's at 32?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine's
Because
34.
I'll completely heal them.
34.
34. Rock.
What's your health at?
65. Out of 65.
44.
44.
I am a ball of stupidity. Thinking it was smart to try to grab Dadgum Percy's weapon. Add to your collection. I figured you'd like that one.
Alright.
It was the only one I didn't have a matching set for.
Let's see.
It ain't gonna behave.
Nope.
It never does on the first few rolls.
Okay. Paint the scene.
Yeah, well, he was at like 1 something. We got him down to 70.
Y'all got him down below, but with that short rest, got him up only 5 to 70. So, painting the picture for y'all. Close your eyes if you will. See the set. We have Neres, Brock, and then Henna. And what?
Hercules.
Hercules. There's one more, y'all remember?
The giant dude.
Armand.
I'm on.
So,
The one that Brock befriended somehow.
He's on our side, though.
Because I fixed the statue that you broke.
Yeah.
26.
It should be on the other page where
Oh,
it is.
please don't.
Oh, yeah, big time. We're gonna be blank for it. I got
Yep.
a feeling.
If you could read my handwriting.
Oh, that's right, y'all did heal. Okay. Yeah, not that low anymore. Okay. So, all of y'all, if you will, with Percy standing over Brock,
Hi. Because I was an idiot last session.
if you will, Percy's just going to look around at each and every one of y'all. Already, definitely an intense battle, so to speak. And as he's looking around, he's kind of trying to pick out who he's now going to single-handedly target. To be honest, he's not worried about Brock at the moment. But I'm worried about Neres. Neres has been pretty strong and pretty intelligent with the moves he makes.
And he ain't been able to hit him yet either.
No. Not really worried about you because he knows he could take you out just as quickly as he could take anybody else out. Or so he thinks. Hercules, well, Hercules been hitting him, sure, why not? But he's been able to knock Hercules back on his back every single time, pretty much. So Hercules been taking some damage. So what we're looking at now is as he's just sitting there standing around and all that, he's sort of going to skip back all that through the air, probably about 5 feet away from Brock. He's going to be looking around pretty good distance amongst everybody else now and all that. I believe from where we left off, our giant friend, our Cyclops, has decided to be healed. He was healed by some of the party. He's up now, limping along, everything like that, and trying to trudge along and all that. If we will, sort of starting to gather, people staying back up, all different parts of the room and all that. Percy's just gonna take a second, close his eyes, and just lower his head for a second. Give a couple of deep breaths and all that. And it's around this time that as he picks up his sword, he's going to look up. As he looks up, you see a portal start to show. For viewers who have not checked into session 6.5,
If so, why are you here?
then understand at the end of session 6.5, Xeres has been gone. But as this portal opens, you see a darker, lanky figure now sort of walking towards the portal and has one of these moments where he just like walks through the portal's eyes red and fierce, like they're ready for blood,
Let's go!
so to speak. Percy sort of grips his sword a lot harder because he notices something that you have. Notices something in your hand. He gives a sort of little smirky smile outside of his face. And at this point, Percy has chosen who he is going to target.
Alright, if
And he's going to look at you and stand fully right towards you.
alright.
What are you going to do?
Well, when that portal opens and I see him, and I see you like grip the sword and smoke, I say, yeah, you might good smoke, buddy boy. You might want to grip that sword a little bit harder. So now I'm gonna surprise him with a fireball with
Okay,
it. Just
go
to
ahead.
shoot,
Let's go.
just to shoot one right
I'm
through
gonna
the
say
sword.
You do not
Is
roll
you-
with advantage.
Go to your actions or wherever it is at. Where is
Should be
Fireball
under
at?
spells.
Spells.
Yeah, it's probably no spells.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
It tells you.
Fireball right here.
Okay, leave it right there.
One action. That's a
That's a 9. Plus what?
What is it there? Let's
It
see.
should tell you. Go back.
What's the plus on it?
Uh,
Fireball.
it just says
Well, he rolled a 9. Does a 9 hit?
No.
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 Absolutely not. So, of course, with
It-
that
it-
fireball being
It
blasted,
flickered out.
It really don't
it
matter.
didn't flicker
It
out.
really don't matter what
But
the ad
the
is.
fire blast sort of blasted, and as he's gripping his sword, you just see the fire blast just whiz past Percy. He just like follows it for a
Dang.
split
Crap!
second,
Do you,
God!
slowly
do you
turns
need
around and
glasses?
looks.
Crap! God!
Now-
Good job, Xeres!
try this, guys.
Ah, shut up!
Roll with this one, see.
Good
Shut up,
job, bro.
Shut up, Neil. He's God, dude.
All right, so
Shut up.
now
See.
we've got
Always on my butt.
Enna.
Point of inquiry right there.
Okay.
You said all of us got up, so Brock is gone from the throne stake, right?
Yes.
Does it work?
Thank
on
you.
that?
Brock is no longer in the
I
prone
would've
state.
won.
Everybody is standing now.
Okay. So Anna is gonna try to use her staff of thunder and lightning.
Staff of thunder and
He's on
lightning.
my butt,
Okay.
dude.
Go ahead.
God.
Okay.
What do you want to do with that?
Well,
Are you trying to throw lightning at him? Like pull lightning and
yes.
throw it? Okay.
Shocking with it, I
All right,
guess.
go ahead.
Well, please don't roll in that one because Brock is still within 5 feet of this.
21.
That does hit. Roll
Oh,
for
that
damage.
picked the mic.
Roll for damage.
Damage is 1d10 fire.
You've learned what the D10 is.
It's the double pyramid break.
No, that's an 8.
It's the percentile.
Yes.
No.
It's the one with the double numbers on it.
Okay.
She doesn't have that one. So 1 plus.
It says 1d10 fire is all it says.
Let's see.
Oh.
I don't think you add that.
No, you roll it for your staff. You roll a d6, not a d10. That's firebolt you.
Oh, wrong one. So
Yeah, roll a
D6.
Monopoly dice.
1.
4 damage.
4 damage. Okay. All right. So
wrong one.
with that lightning being shot directly at Percy, of course, it takes him by surprise and all that. But you notice that as it hits him and all that, it regulates through his body and all that. And also
Yeah, that's the plus you
spreads
got.
to his sword.
Would have been.
Anna!
It would have been 15, but I still don't think it would have hit.
Hey,
Hey, what's
Hey.
Y'all. Thing?
he just charged his sword.
Oh, no.
What's Percy's?
Percy's
Hit
health
hit-
right
hit
now,
His
point.
AC.
His
I mean, y'all
his
on
AC is 19.
Yeah,
Okay.
you still want to hit.
yeah, because
He
I-
forgot to add his
I
plus
found
6
I
for
found the
spells.
thing. It's supposed to so it'd be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
So
14,
it still
it'd be
want to hit.
15.
It still want
Yeah.
to hit though.
No, I wouldn't hit. So
It's at a 19. So
Doesn't matter.
remember that if y'all want to jot that down for the rest of the campaign,
yeah, put it down.
Percy is at a 19 for his AC.
19.
Whether it's dirty or whether you cleanly roll a 19, you will hit
Here.
as long as you hit 19 or more. So, with that being said, Percy
He's got the same AC as I do.
Percy is going to take that shot, of course, exhilarate through his body, exhilarate through the sword and all that. He's going to slowly look up at this menacing look and all that. Stand back up. Brock, who's standing right in front of him, he's going to walk up to Brock. And he's going to try to take a slice at Brock. Not stab. He's going to try to take a slice. And Brock,
What was it?
Brock, knowing that he's going to take a slice and all that,
Dodges it.
immediately dodges it back and all that, to where the sword just slices the air in front of him, and now they're staring like into each other's eyes at this point. And Brock, you're up.
Nice try, pretty boy. My turn.
He sort of gives you a smirk as you do that.
Because, Josh, you know the fun thing that JP, sorry, I remembered about where Brock's location was last session?
Mhm.
He's right next to the heart.
Mm-hmm.
He's immediately, to take it out of the equation, because as we talked about,
Mm-hmm.
Brock can't use the weapons, but he can touch the relics.
Mhm.
He grabs the heart. This is his bonus action, so because it's not an attack, it's not a spell. He grabs the heart, throws it in the golden bag, holds it, and ties that son of a gun as tight as he can get it.
Okay. Every move you do from here on out is going to be half movement.
Okay, that's fair. Time to give Percy a concussion.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll use that one. $19. Because I got 11 plus 8.
Roll for damage.
12 plus 15.
Okay.
I hit him square in the side of the head.
What'd you hit him with?
The Hephaestus club.
Oh, hope.
I have a club that was made for me.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
When everybody got their gifts and all that. So
Oh,
you hit him inside the head of the club and all that, and he goes tossing back.
oh, and also, you said that putting the harp in the golden bag of holding that I got from Athena.
Mm-hmm.
Half my movement?
Yep.
Let's make it like, okay, fair enough. But go ahead.
Enchantments do not work.
Oh, yeah.
He can hold them, but they don't work.
He can hold them, but if it is an object or an artifact that is enchanted,
Mhm.
specific enchantments don't work with the bag. This one specifically.
Oh, because his
has-
bag of holding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
It-
what happened when Brock, with that 15 points of damage?
When you knocked him, you opened him up, in the head.
Them points on that
pretty
club,
well.
they're coming in handy.
It's sort of like bleeding, yes, and all that, but it's not bleeding a red. It's bleeding a gold.
Hiker.
and coming out and all that, but you managed to knock him back about 10 feet, and he budges into the wall and all that, and then hits the ground pretty hard and slowly looking up and all that. Still has this menacing grin.
And this is
In
where
his
Brock
face.
is going to show some more of his personality. He's going to go, that wasn't me angry, by the way. I'm having fun with you now.
Okay. I'm on.
Oh, you want me to
Come
roll
on,
for
go
him?
on, go on.
Amon is how close to him, roughly?
Basically, about 15 feet.
And
but
being a Cyclops, he has.
he literally can
One
walk
step.
Yeah, like 2 steps and he's there.
Well, Amon's going to get within range and slam his own club down. That's D20, correct?
Okay.
You know the
Maybe
stat
I
for
can
Amon,
just
so
grab
I'm
it.
not playing it. Why couldn't I get that for Brock?
Yep. Not 20. Rolling for damage, I'll go ahead and tell you what that club is 2d8.
Plus what? Or is it just flat?
2d8. Yeah.
That is 6.
Okay.
Go on.
Why couldn't I get that
So
for
now
Brock?
Percy, as the club came down upon Percy's back and all that, he's just flattened against the ground again. You feel that he's just sort of, all the wind just went from his body and all that. He's just slow to move now at this point, and all that he's sort of standing up, trying to get up and everything like that. Zeres.
Next
Were
time,
you going to say something to Zeres?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Zeres, you know what to grab.
Zeres, you're up.
I am going to charge him.
Okay.
Since you put that little stipulation on it.
Okay.
Let's see.
D12 plus.
I miss. I got a 12.
Okay.
So I guess I
So-
start running for him and I
What
trip
were-
up on my legs or whatever.
What were you trying to
I was
do?
going to charge him.
You're going to charge him, trying to butt him?
It's on attack. So
Okay, so trying to charge, and you didn't get that up. It's just as you were trying to charge and all that, he looked up right in time to see that you were charging full force and all that. Saw that you were going with a vengeance to try and take him, and so he's gonna quickly roll out of the way and kick back up.
look,
And-
let me. I'm gonna check the. I can't remember if they have a bonus action. If I got a bonus action, I got an idea.
I got a question. So,
Yes.
so all like any god and goddesses can touch the wand, or is it just
Rod.
can't nobody touch it?
I mean, technically they can touch it, but
They
that
can't take
is
it
sort
from
of
him.
attuned to you at the moment.
They can't like take it from him.
If anybody tries to take it from you without you willingly allowing the wand to work in their possession,
It won't work for them.
it won't work. It'll kick them back.
Because I was gonna try to freaking snatch that one.
Let's see
Snatch.
here.
But
Trying
I
to snatch what?
trying to get the staff out of Percy's hands. The Biden.
Oh, I forgot about my daggers too. I gotta get a new
Well,
sheet.
right now, Biden is not in his hands.
Yeah.
It is not in his hands, but his sword is in his hands. Biden is probably midway between you and him.
Yeah, and Brock's right in between him.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Then-
use
then
action
I got
surge
an
so I can
idea.
take an additional action.
You're going to use me as a meat shield, ain't you?
So whenever I do
No.
that,
Yes.
I'm
I
going
was
to
thinking
use my
about
hooves
If
and
I
try
can
to
get it,
mule
Get
kick
it
him.
out.
get it out,
he's-
like get it out.
As he
Or
dives,
if I wasn't
we'll
gonna
do
get
a-
it, use since
we'll
I
talk
had that
about-
little thing in my hand that he's going for.
Alright.
Use the cloak of invisibility, go and disappear.
15
and
plus
distract
8.
him.
It does
Distract him.
hit. So
Alright.
as he's in air and all that, you manage to mule kick him and all that.
Let's
Just gotta
go!
get and toss
You
him.
freaking horse.
4 plus 5 bludgeoning damage.
9.
So at least I got him.
What's he down to now? 34.
He's hit against the wall, and at this point, he's just over it. Now you start to see that grin sort of like
The warrior.
take into a, okay, let's rethink this strategy. Let's rethink this now. Because now they've learned from the first time they've met me, they've seen me. Let's see what we can do now. So, with that, Hercules is going to try and run up as he's still on the ground, take his sword and swipe down And of course, that is going to involve, again, him seeing that and with his new attitude of let's rethink the strategy and all that, he's going to roll again and all that, but this time he's going to roll back and get away from everybody, probably about 10 feet or so. Just scurry back and just, he's breathing heavily, he's looking at everybody. Around this time, Mon's just gonna smile and be like, little man, did you think that you were going to beat every single one of us up against you? What do you think was going to happen? Percy's gonna smile and he's gonna say, I love it when people believe they had the upper hand. Because those who now have nothing to lose can have every benefit come their way. And it's around this time you hear a crash of just everything starts to whir and ground starts to shake and everything like that. You see a huge white spike that comes down. When that white spike comes down, it leaves a silhouette. When that silhouette reforms and all that and stands up, Ares now stands in front of you, in between y'all and Perseus.
Dad!
Ares is going to look over his shoulder, nod, and start stepping forward to Perseus. When he gets to Perseus, he's going to lift Perseus up with one hand, and Perseus just... He's going to take Perseus, and he's going to throw him back into the wall. When this happens, Perseus goes lump, sort of like he's knocked out. And he's just on the ground. He's just knocked out completely at the moment.
Zeres. Can we move now, or is we
y'all can move right now. It's still combat, but y'all can move at the moment because
Zeres, grab your daddy's thing.
I gotcha.
That sounded and Brassica. I probably could have worded that better.
Yeah, I think you could have.
Grab the bident.
What's your moves?
I'm gonna try to grab my father's bite.
When you grab the bident,
Oh no.
Oh no.
the bident starts to light up and vibrate in your hand. You see a huge flash of indigo from the tip of the bident. And as you do that, the flash dissipates and it goes calm in your hand. When you set it down, you feel a huge power surge through your body that you've never felt before.
I was saying if he was worthy or not.
I think I am.
We will fix it on your sheet.
Did you just get the
But it takes you
As it's over.
up to 50 health points.
Whoa!
Who's squishy now, big boy?
You.
Compared to Nereus, yeah. Because he's got a higher AC. He's got a
Uh,
higher AC.
Zeres,
Squishy.
I have 65 health with a 19 AC.
Oh, hush.
Just put 50 on.
Now,
Or
when
is
this
it 32
happens,
now?
Ares is going to walk over to you, Nereus.
No,
Yeah,
82.
You all right, son?
Yes, sir.
So how long?
Just take it down to 20. Say down.
He's going to look over his
Okay.
shoulder at
Add,
Percy.
heal. Let's do it.
And
He's at 32 now.
I'm at that.
I
How
don't
like,
understand
for
why
50?
it's taken anybody this long to get him.
20.
He's just going to look all
So
confused.
44.
He's just going to look like,
6.
this seems weird. This seems out of place. Even for Perseus, Ares explains to
Yeah,
each and everyone, even for Perseus. He's still one of the strongest fighters that Olympus has ever had. So this is sort of odd.
He's playing possum.
Heal.
Is that what you think?
Think about it. God of War. He is outnumbered, outpowered now, even more so with you here. He's waiting on something to happen to help get him out of here. Even you got to notice that.
He's going to turn around. Ares is going to walk up.
So I say take him out.
Ares is going to walk up and sort of start to lift him off the ground. Of course, his corpse is just
I can't touch his weapon. I learned the hard way.
in there. His sword, yes, is on but he is completely knocked out. He's not moving. He's just hanging there. Now, as he does this, Ares decides to have the idea to stand him up against the wall, start patting his face, and wake him up. And as he's doing this, Percy's gonna come to eyes. You just know how to meddle into business that is not your own, don't you? Ares, looking intently at him, says, "Where are the artifacts?" Percy's gonna go silent. Ares is going to knock one huge gut punch to him, where he spits up more gold liquid and all that out of his mouth.
What is it?
Spit it out. And he's going to ask again, Percy, where are the gods' artifacts? Percy again stays silent. Starts to let out a chuckle. Tell the rest of them to ask me. And Ares still intently looking at Perseus as he waits for somebody else to ask, since apparently Percy won't.
Okay, Booty. You answer my daddy's question. Are these hooves go to your face again?
And all of y'all can ask at this point because they're both being quiet. They're both just staring at each other.
Charm speak the son of gun.
Okay, I'm gonna try to charm him
Go ahead.
then. Let's see what my charm person is.
Oh, I got.
Well, what, does he say anything to me after I...
Oh, I got something. To
He
see
does
if
not say
I
anything.
got something to see if he'll talk.
Okay. Just wait a second. Wait for her to get done with her thing.
I hate having so many pages.
I'm finna just look it up right there.
Charm person. Oh, I hate looking up on there. I hate how they do these.
So it'll be under spells, correct?
Yeah. It's one of your first level spells.
Okay. Charm.
He needs to beat a 14.
Huh?
He needs to beat a 14.
I will say.
I will say.
Okay, well,
Is
I
that
got a
beat him?
What do you want to
15.
ask? What do you want to ask?
I'm gonna ask him where the artifacts are.
Percy, sort of entranced, looking at you, states to you, and you alone, and daughter of Aphrodite,
Yes, Perseus.
those artifacts are destroyed.
What?
Those artifacts are destroyed in the sense that not a single one of you will ever find them, even if I told you where they were.
I got something.
What do you mean destroyed?
In order to raise Chronos, there is only one place those artifacts can go. And that is into the lake of the damned. When I find the artifacts, I make my way there to throw them into the lake of the damned, where they sink, and they sink, and they sink. But I bring all the artifacts there. They all form a power surge like no other to give life to the benefactor's choosing. And when Kronos does return, each and every one of you will find it hard to live your life to the fullest, especially for the short duration you will have. At that point, Ares is just going to set Perseus down and all that, throw him into the wall again, like just bunch him into the wall. He's going to turn his back and he's going to start walking towards the group. It's around this time that you hear chuckling again from him. You know, his hood flopped down over his head. He's just chuckling.
What's so funny?
looks up. His eyes have now gone golden. His whole body is pretty much leaking of this gold ooze. Everything of that nature. And basically calls to you again, talking specifically to you, and says, "You remember when I said benefactors were a plus for those who had nothing to lose?" Borrow D6. Need to borrow D6.
Which one's my worst one? Which one gives me the worst behavior? That one. It behaved for you, didn't it?
Mine definitely did.
It spanked him.
Mine definitely did.
And as he's chuckling, looks at you with that smile, he starts to stand up, picks his sword back up from off the ground as he's standing, and you hear a from behind you as you turn around. Ares holding a knife inside of the neck of Amon, who now falls to the ground. Unbeknownst to you, as he was passing by you, what are you missing?
Oh, crap.
What'd you lose?
The Biden, he probably stole that mug from me, didn't he? God, dude.
Takes the
Ares?
Biden,
How? You.
tosses it back to Percy,
You're trying to make me.
Hold up a minute.
eliminates himself out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
So he manipulated Ares.
At that point, Percy is going to take a dagger, throw it at the wall where the crack was made. It's going to go deep, lodge just enough to start the crumbling process of the cave. And Percy is going to take out on a run, trying to run.
You're trying to.
Alright.
Now, we are in death saving rolls.
Okay.
You've got 5 of them you got to make for every portion of escaping the cave.
Which one is it? This?
D20.
D20?
And is it just flat rolls? And what do we have
Unless
to
somebody remembers what y'all can do to evade having to escape, so to speak.
be?
I got mowed earth.
Can we call Hermes?
It's not something that I told y'all before, but think mythologically.
I don't think I can.
Think
Oh.
Greek mythologically.
I don't know much
I love how everybody's going to look at me on that one.
I don't know
What
much
can
about
be
that.
done to evade escaping?
There's 2 routes in Greek mythology. Typically, some will call on Hermes for travel.
Okay.
Doubt Hermes is going to come help us on this one.
Okay.
The other one is the long shot, and that is Pegasus.
No, you do have Hercules there.
Damn Hercules. Hey, Herc. Now might be a good time to call on your winged friend.
Whistles as the walls, ceiling, everything begin to crumble. Percy now out of sight. In lightning, cloud, everything like that forms and starts swirling around the room. And as it happens, you see a massive Pegasus come from the cloud. And who else follows the Pegasus in but Hermes? So, Hermes lands down in front of you and says, "What in the world happened here?"
We'll explain when we get on the ship. We need to go now.
Well, I suggest we get a move on then. And he's going to turn around and, I guess, prepare for whoever's going to latch himself onto him. Hercules is going to jump onto Pegasus. Nereus
Damn.
does not have to worry much because Nereus is just as fast, if not as faster
Hey.
as fast as any of y'all.
Hey.
So you're
Deal.
just gonna book it. You're probably gonna be the first one out of the cave,
Hey.
honestly.
DM. On the back Pegasus.
Okay.
That leaves you and me. Just grab a
No
hammer.
one can
Oh, yeah.
teleport.
I was
Yeah, I
looking
can-
at my.
So am I the only one?
page,
I
actually,
can
I'm at the
teleport.
50. So whatever.
Just go
I didn't
with
take
the
damage.
flow.
Hey, Josh,
No,
Josh,
you don't take any
Josh, I don't know.
You didn't take any damage that whole fight.
Josh, I don't know. I might can make it out the cave faster than Newies can.
Can't he
Shut
teleport?
up.
I
He
can
can
teleport.
teleport.
I can teleport.
So I'm the only one who really
So
needed a
I
means
can
of
make it out there faster than you can. So I can,
Well,
so I
she's
can-
on
so I'm actually
Pegasus.
faster.
So
So I
at
can
this
get out
point,
there faster than you can.
everybody takes off and all that.
Oh, you
is
see,
going.
you just see me
I,
disappear.
as
You just see
I
me
run by
disappear.
Anna and Brock, I asked if they want to jump on.
I'm with
Oh,
Hermes.
they don't- okay.
Well, no. You just say Pegasus or Hermes? Just say you go.
She's with Hercules on Pegasus.
Okay. So
I'm the one with Hermes.
Okay.
Well, I'm looking at it. So.
Yep, you're booking.
Man,
it. Right.
I'm
Fast
gone.
forward
I'm
all
gone.
that,
I'm
The
gone.
entire cave's crumbling down as y'all are.
Just not here.
Some of y'all making your way back through the maze and all that. Sort of the maze is starting to be destroyed a little bit at a time and all that. So it's giving you the full view of what direction you need to go to get to the stairs. Nothing stopping you, nothing like that. As you're winging by and all that, and you see the ceiling, you look over and you see a rock fall onto the statue, in which y'all just so desperately.
I worked, and Brock's gonna say this out. I worked so hard on that.
Hermes is like, yeah, we'll do another one later. Come on. And he's just gonna keep going. As y'all fly out of the cave completely, the entrance just rubbles and just goes down.
Brock,
All the Cyclops.
the other two probably got out. Those
Ron's
two.
wife.
Well, no, the two that were the maintenance people
Yeah,
for the,
no.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
and
they're
they can
out.
attest that Brock
They're out.
did it.
But all the Cyclopes now gather sort of down the road and looking towards the entrance, and some up closer to the entrance are just shocked and gasping in horror. So worried and all that.
Brock, being his clumsy big self, tumbles out of Hermes' grip by mistake. Just tumbleweeds.
So, as we've done this, Hercules stopping and brushing himself off and all that, getting off Pegasus for a second, sort of looks disturbed, turns around and looks at the cave, lowers his head. Turns back around.
Trail after
Still just shaking his head, just silent, kind of visibly starting to get a little more angry.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody thought to get him on out, did they?
He's dead.
He was dead.
Hercules takes his sword. He's gonna go over and start chopping at stones. Just angry. Just hitting them one strike after the other.
Brock is fuming. He is frustrated because every time we get an advantage, we either get betrayed, or something goes wrong. This time, it was both.
Well, Zooey's ain't really sad because he didn't really know Amon really.
Not just that,
Zooey's didn't really know him. So
Ares betrayed us.
He ain't really.
Yo daddy betrayed us.
Ares is just silent, and then he says, I have no control of what he does or why he does it.
Yeah. Brock's gonna walk
Well, you
to
better
the-
get your daddy in
Hermes
check.
is gonna look up and basically say, I will prepare the ship
Yeah.
for everyone, for us to take off. As y'all are leaving, one of the Cyclops walks up behind you. You happen to notice it is their leader. It is the one that originally was met by Brock.
How you doing?
Turns around, the two that were maintaining the maze,
They're safe.
maintaining the garden, are standing behind him, and he looks back and says, they tell me that you had a run-in with
Yes, sir.
What happened in there was not of any of y'all's control. In fact, we would normally be mad at gods and their friends alike in this situation, but for something as horrendous as what Perseus was trying to do, we can't fault y'all or be mad at any of y'all. If there's anything that the Cyclops can do for you, just know when the time comes and you need us, all of us are ready at near's length as an army to stand with y'all.
Thank you. And whenever this Tartarus knows what is over, your two friends there have seen me do it, and I'll do it again. You're the original Cyclope. I will rebuild that statue again.
He's going to reach out his hand to shake yours and basically say, we shall rebuild with you.
Thank you. Now I'm going to go to the water side to try to not cause any public property damage.
He's going to nod at you, and he's going to nod at each and every one of y'all. Thank you. Unfamiliar with the stranger that
Hello.
you didn't see walk in.
Son of Hades.
Hello.
He's good.
I'm good. Yep. Can't you tell by the horns?
That and your unevitable sarcasm.
Yeah.
Zeres comes up
Yeah, I get
behind Zeres. Now's not the time to be a smartass.
Louise, you better stop.
Brock is just...
And he's going to sort of give a chuckle to y'all, nod, and point you on your way. As y'all go on the way,
Brock is not...
Somebody gets too far.
Hey, y'all listen. Brock is not in the talking mood. He is not... Like to tell... This should be the quote-unquote proverbial red flag with how Brock's mental well-being is right now. He threw his art book.
I'm gonna go try to talk to him.
I got an idea. I don't know if you'll let me do it.
okay, go ahead.
Nope.
What's your idea?
Should I call upon Zeus or even Ares to try to see what's going on with it? Like I call upon
Ares is your daddy.
I
Ares is your dad.
to
What
talk
you
to him
don't call
or
your-
talk to Zeus or
you call your own dad.
whoever.
You could try.
Yeah.
Hey, in this particular instance, let's use the dice of
Dice of Destiny.
That big old die.
Jesus!
God almighty.
16.
Dude, you couldn't have rolled that into a tray?
Who are you wanting to? It's better on the actual.
Yes.
I can move that over next time for whoever
It's
uses
alright.
it. Who are you wanting to call on?
Zeus.
Zeus, I guess.
Zeus.
Yeah.
Okay. Call
Zeus! Grandfather, I need to talk.
him. No response at the moment. At the moment. Do you continue?
Yeah.
Tell him what happened.
Zeus! My father has betrayed us. I need to talk.
Still not very much of a response. Perhaps you should be more elaborate with your father's deception.
Ares has teamed up with Percy.
Immediately.
he,
thunder
immediately,
shifts around.
he immediately calms down.
Immediately.
That's the first thing
Lightning
you
strikes all around you.
That's the first thing you
It's
should have
not
said.
just Zeus.
It's all of them.
It's all of them.
Mother?
Daddy?
All of them. And all of them are bred for war.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Okay.
God. What
Zeus
did you
walks
do?
immediately up to you, of
Oh,
course, with
God.
you being at your height, face to face pretty much, and all that is looking at you. Where is he?
Who
He
disappeared?
disappeared. So did Percy.
Not for long. They're all going to come together, and they're all going to join hands. You see power surges like no other coming, lightning striking down on each and every one of them. Power surges just going crazy. And out of nowhere, you see a massive lightning beam head straight for the sky and all that. I'm talking about inside this vortex coming from their circle and all that lightning is flashing everywhere.
Ain't no
You got
love in Oklahoma.
everything.
Hey, talk about the movie
Everything you
Twister.
could
Yep.
think of.
I was going to say if I
And
could tell him where the artifact, where they told me.
Well, I was going to tell my
we'll
father
get to that.
about
We'll get to that.
Because remember, there's
But-
one that can't get yet.
As they're doing this, you feel just a sudden urge of just mass power around the entire island. And as it happens, a massive bright light flashes, blinding, stunning y'all. And when that bright light ends, in the middle of their circle lies Ares.
Oh!
kneeling in front of them.
Hello.
Hello,
Aries.
Father.
Ares is gonna look up,
Hello, buddy boy. Where's the train at?
staring at all of the gods.
Hello, buddy boy.
Zeus is gonna step forward. What have you done? Before Ares can even get a word out, here comes Poseidon right hook. Knocks him down onto the ground. Ares spits. I'm coming out. Well, hello to you all too. Leave us. All the other gods are gonna sort of back away, except for Zeus.
Brock, real quick, is going to give Apollo. He's going to open up his golden bag and give Apollo his relic.
Apollo graciously takes it and nods his head. Thank you.
Yeah, whatever.
He's going to wave to Nereus.
Oh,
Who? My
You?
dad? My dad?
Zeus.
Oh, Zeus. All right.
Zeus is going to wave to Nereus.
Yes, grandfather.
Over here.
Yes, sir.
This shouldn't be a moment for me. This should be a moment for you. Figure out
Kick him in the face.
what he did and why he did it. Or else I will have to take your dad and his life away from you for good. And he's going to step away towards the other gods, leaving you moment. Hold up. Give me a moment. You got to get into the Ares character now.
make sure to speak up, please. But did you grab?
Ares just looks up at you, talking about when you look into his eyes, you don't even recognize Ares anymore.
Well, I barely knew him anyway.
But you don't even recognize the god Ares anymore. This is something totally different. Because when he looks at you with those eyes have a very, very, very small dilated pupil with pretty much black surrounding them.
I want to use divine, if I can. I want to use divine sense and action. You can detect good or evil until the end of your next term. You can sense anything affected by the hollow spell for known the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You can use this feature 3 times per long rest. So basically, I'm gonna use divine sense to see if something's possessing him or.
Okay.
And I don't think I had to roll for that. I think I just
you
use
don't.
it.
And at this point, I don't think I have to roll for it either.
You don't.
Because when you're looking at his eyes and you're not recognizing, you go to grab him. And when you grab him, his eyes return back to their normal blue of what they were. Blinks a couple times. Looking around. What are they all doing from Olympus?
You betrayed us, Father.
I did no such thing.
Yes, you did.
He's gonna stand up and he's gonna look at you and say, "Tell me when I did, son. Because I remember last time I saw y'all was in the underworld."
You came and you helped Poseidon and you stole the
Perseus.
body. Oh yeah, Perseus. My bad. I'm kind of peed off right now. But you helped Perseus and you stole the body back, and then you and him disappeared.
You did.
You got my father's body, and I promise you better give it back now if you have it.
Zeus, stay out of this.
He's gonna look over at Zeus. He's gonna look over at Hades. He's gonna look over at Poseidon, Aphrodite, all of them. He's going to lower his head. Go silent. He's going to close his eyes. Breathe deep. And when he does so, all he's going to say is, I will say nothing more until the gods try me.
Was I able to detect what was going on with him, or did it just disappear?
You should have seen.
The eyes
You
like
have to detect.
Well, I seen that. I relay that to Grandfather. Grandpa, when I picked him up, his eyes came back normal, and whatever was possessing him left him.
Zeus is going to go over there and stand Ares up. Tell him, stay put. He's going to walk all around Ares, inspecting him, looking him up and down. Come back around in front of Ares. What is the last thing you remember? That's where you can interject.
He just told me the last thing he remembers was us in
Tartarus.
Tartarus.
Gotta lubricate the vocal cords. He's basically, at that point, Ares is going to look back to Zeus. And Zeus is going to look at him and basically just shake his head a little bit. Until further notice, you will return to Olympus. And you will not leave Olympus under any circumstance. Not until we have sorted what happened out. As for the rest of you, he's going to sort of walk a line in front of y'all. All the gods behind him watching. I see that you have returned one of the items.
Yeah. Tell him.
Apollo, I'm sure you will keep that under lock and key.
Yeah, tell him.
So, I got some information from Perseus. He says that the artifacts are destroyed.
Zeus is going to walk towards right in front of you, towering like 3 or 4 feet over you, and just look down at you. What do you mean destroyed?
In the Lake of the Dead.
He's going to turn around to Hades. Hades is going to sort of overhear it when you say that. You step forward. That little girl is impossible. See, our artifacts cannot be destroyed. They can be lost in the Lake of the Dead, but they cannot be destroyed.
He said destroyed.
Unless he's manipulating.
Unless he's manipulating, but that's what he
I
said.
do fairly think he might be manipulating you.
But I doubt.
He forgets that I have control over the Lake of the Dead.
He was trying to get all the artifacts under in the Lake of the Dead. So
At that point, Hades is going to nod to Zeus and basically tell Zeus he is trying to bring our father back.
yes.
And he's sort of going to saunter off, which Zeus is going to step forward. At this point, what's lost in the Lake of the Damned, I don't think any of you can go after.
Of course not.
But what you can do, such as you've already started, is prevent him from getting the rest of the artifacts.
Yeah.
So, you have returned Apollo's heart, which we are gratefully indebted. Now, my brother's Biden is still on the loose.
Tried it.
You are to no longer pursue the artifacts. And no, I am talking about Hades' Biden, which is still amongst Perseus. You are to pursue Perseus alone. Take him out.
Quietly.
under any means necessary.
Oh, that could be done, I promise.
Gladly.
Yes, sir.
Perseus is no longer kin to me. If I see him myself, I will smite him myself. And Perseus knows this, so he knows he won't be coming near Olympus at any point. Upon he took you, I bestow a rare gift. The gift of tracking. Whenever you look into the moonlight sky, every night, you will see traces of Perseus' whereabouts. So you will be able to follow Perseus. But now that he knows, we all know, and that you know exactly what he's doing, he will not stop for long. He will keep moving forward. And unfortunately for him, he points to Apollo. One of our artifacts he will have to come to Olympus for. When he does, we will be ready. And I hope you are too. At this point, he's going to lower his guard. And just step back. All of them in line again. They all look to you. Our heroes. Yes. That is what I foresee y'all to be. Do not take this as a loss. From what I understand, if Perseus fled from y'all, it's because y'all were doing something right.
Well, he ain't never been able to best me in a fight anyway. So.
The only reason why I was able to get killing him was the advice that Lady Demeter gave me. So,
Demeter, of course, stands in the line, standing right beside Aphrodite, nods at you. She walks up to you, touches your head. When she touches your head, she closes her eyes. When she opens her eyes, she looks to Zeus. They may yet win this. They may yet stop Perseus. She looks and smiles. Steps back into the line. Aphrodite looking at her daughter. Smiling.
Hello, mother.
Daughter. Keep doing what you do.
Yes, ma'am.
Hades comes up to his son. My boy.
Fighters!
Gives you that hug that you need. Oh my gosh.
And there he's just smashing himself.
Gives you that hug that you need. Keep going. And I felt the Byron's response to you.
I did too.
Chase after it. Once you have a hold of it, you will know power like no other.
Trust me, I'm gonna get it back.
He's gonna step back, sort of chuckling. It's fine. Ares gonna.
Oh,
step
Ares
up
is still
towards
there?
you. Yeah, Ares is still
I
there.
thought he got booted up, but
No. Ares is still there. He's not gonna get booted up until the rest of the guys boot up. It's not like Fortnite.
he booted me!
You can do a boot,
To
Chris.
you and he says, I don't know what happened. I swear to you on everything, all of you, I don't remember what happened. But when I figure it out, he starts giving this little sort of something's going on internally with him.
Oh my god, dude, Bobby.
I use lay on hands to try to heal him and see what's going on.
Okay.
And I touch him and lay on hands.
The second you touch him, he falls to the ground.
Father!
As the gods come rushing over, as Hermes comes from the ship. As
Oh my god, dude.
you got Apollo, you got Aphrodite, you got Demeter, you got all of them trying to rush around. Zeus stops down. and just starts like feeling his body starts to burn up. He's burning up immensely. Burning up immensely. And as he's burning up, they start taking off some of his garments, some of his armor, everything like that. And on his side right here,
Oh gosh.
you see a slit that has gold oozing from it.
So I took, because I'm still doing a lay on hands, correct?
Yep.
So I touched that to try to
Touch
see if
that.
I can feel it. Yeah, I feel it.
Zeus yells, "No!" The second he does that, as you're touching the gold, imagine, if you will, him alone. Close your eyes. You are seeing into the past and what happened. When he went up and punched Perseus in the stomach, as he grabbed him, Perseus pulled something one another from his side and slit your father's side. When he slit your father's side, your father threw him into the wall. See, Ares wouldn't normally do that unless it were for a reason. Ares wasn't throwing him into the wall just out of anger. Ares threw him into the wall, as you see, because he was trying to get Perseus away from him. See, this is a very wicked looking dagger. Very wicked looking dagger. Had very many inscriptions on it. Very many designs. Some of them skull designs. Some of them fire designs. You can open your eyes now.
I'll relay that to Zeus, what I just saw. Everything you just told me.
At that point, Zeus is going to look up and say he needs to return to Olympus now. He may not have long. Now, Hercules,
But did the lay on hands do anything?
No.
because this is beyond
My power.
your ability to heal. Hercules is going to step up and say, "Father, what is it?" Zeus is going to look at him and say, "He got splint." Hercules says, "Splint? What do you mean by that?" "The blood of Perseus, fully evil, now runs through Ares' veins.
So like,
And the more,
so like a possession.
it's like possession, exactly. So, your accuracy earlier with the call of him being possessed was right. The blood of Perseus in his veins is what possessed him. In order to get the blood out from within him, he's going to need a lot of treatment that only we can provide in Olympus. So he's going to nod to Apollo, Demeter, all the other goddesses, gods, except for the big three. And they're going to take Ares, and the big three are going to stand around them. Just crash down upon Ares and the rest of the gods and take him to Olympus. Now the big three stand in front of you. Did they ever tell you why we're called the big three?
The eldest of the gods, most powerful.
I wish that were the case. If that case, they would just call us the gods. The ones to beat. And while, yes, you've got a little bit right going on with that, it is because in battle with all of the rest of the gods and goddesses, us three were inseparable. We never left. We never left each other's side in battle. Heed my advice to you. When you encounter Perseus again, do not leave each other's side. He's gonna look to Xeres. Do you have what you retrieved?
Yes, I do.
He's going to start stepping away along with Hades and Poseidon before they head to Olympus, before they shoot back up to Olympus. Hades is going to turn around and tell you, I think then it would be a matter of choice, but the right one, if you share with your friends what you found.
Okay.
They're going to step away, and as they're walking, lightning strikes each and every one of them one at a time and shoots them back to Olympus, leaving just y'all. Just the 5. Hercules is going to look at Xeres. What is this you found?
So when I was away, when y'all was, I went on a little quest to the underworld, a place I'd never been to before, and a place my father knows of, and a place where he created. And
Hercules is going to interject the plane of non-existence. I've heard of it.
yes, and I looked in these chests, and I found a glowing cube.
Hercules is going to turn around, whispering glowing cube to himself, trying to think. This is something Hercules has no knowledge of. Do you have knowledge of the glowing cube?
My father told me about it. He told me that it can see in the past and future, can it? When I had it, my father showed up, but since I knew what it did and how much power it had, I wanted to keep it for myself and bring it with all of y'all, because I think it might help us. Since you have no knowledge of it.
So, outside of storyline, this cube is called Damask.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna write that. Well,
Damask. Damask.
Damask.
Demask.
I was about to go. It's party time.
Damask.
I
Now,
think it's more.
outside of the story, outside in actor's context, for y'all to know, this cube has the ability to show the past, what has happened. But in pertaining to the future,
it
What
gives you like what could happen. It ain't like
it shows you the future that is projected at the moment.
It shows you
because it's always changing.
what could happen.
It shows what could happen as of right now. So, with that being said, Hercules steps forward to Xeres. Xeres, you have the cube on you now.
Yes, I do.
Place it down. Xeres is going to take that cube, place it down in front of everybody. Everybody's going to surround it. Right.
That's the cube.
The second that you surround it, imagine, if you will, everything goes shadow, dark, mist around you. Think of it almost like a holographic type ordeal. Where it appears in front of you, all around you. All of y'all are just looking around.
Like the maps from Star Wars in the Jedi Academy.
No, think of it. Has everybody here seen Crimes of Grindelwald?
Yes.
Okay. When he blew out that smoke and it filled the entire room and they could see all of what was going on in there, y'all feel like y'all are in it right there.
This is where I tell everybody what it does.
This is where y'all are looking around and all that. What y'all are seeing before you right now is a war for the ages. It is a war between all the creatures, demons, everything of the underworld standing behind Perseus against you five lining up in front with the gods behind you and with common folk.
And the Cyclops and all that.
As y'all are doing this, y'all can merely watch, y'all can merely observe. Perseus now wears a fully suited gold. His sword is now gold. He himself is now gold. Shines in all there can be. He's walking forward, and as he's walking forward, you hear the ground rumbling, you hear the ground rustling. And from behind Perseus and his massive army of demons, of creatures from the underworld, everything, you see a massive head with yellow eyes just popping over the horizon. Massive in size and all that. Just rising up and all that. And you see a massive hand come up and then swipe at all the gods, all of y'all, Cyclops, common folk, everyone on that side. Taking it this way,
Pretty much whoever we meet in the rest of the campaign is going to be behind us or whatever.
pretty much.
Yeah.
It's foreshadowing for you. Yes. Bringing his hand down upon everyone and wipes out. The last thing y'all see is a hand coming towards y'all's way before the cloud disrupts. Y'all are back on the island of the Cyclops. Hercules just gonna sort of step away for a minute, just thinking. He's gonna look at y'all and basically say, we've got to do something about this, and I think that it is more than fair that someone else take charge, take lead, because the way my emotions, the way everything's running with me right now, I'm not fit to keep leading.
They're not deal for that.
Okay.
We all roll the dice of destiny, and whoever gets the highest is the loser.
Hey, I'm gonna say something.
Zeres.
I was gonna say something to Hercules real quick.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Hold that thought. Hold that thought.
right after the smoke, and he said, Zero, he says, Hercules, don't beat yourself down too much. This cube shows the past and the future. What happened in the past and what can happen at the moment in the future. It changes all the time. So that future we just saw can change depending on how we go about this.
All the more reason why, again, my emotions and the way I feel about Perseus should not be the judgment in our decisions as a group. See, we are all with each other, not on top of one another. We are all collectively beside each other.
And we don't need a leader.
At this point, the sun's going down. The moon starts to shine, and y'all see a streak of, seems like stars, and seems like an arrest of diamond going through the sky.
We'll slow it up and go that way. We don't need a leader. We just need to work together. If we're equals, like you say, everyone's voice needs to be heard. If someone has a better idea, you speak up if you have a better idea. We're a team. It don't, pardon my French, it don't make a damn if it's coming from you, the god of strength, or if the other two gods are a demigod, or a farm boy from the middle of nowhere town. We work together as one. Perseus is gonna start shaking in them little gold boots we saw.
Hercules looks at each and every one of you and says, while I may have been doing damage, As bad as we took Perseus down just then, there's no doubt in my mind that we can all take it down. As he starts heading back towards the ship, everybody starts heading back towards the ship except for Nereus. As Nereus starts to walk, he sees that the cube is starting to glow again out of his bag.
Do I let him know? Zeus, the cube's glowing.
Oh, hold on a minute. So I pick up the cube and look at it.
When you pick up the cube, is glowing and it's getting more radiant. As you try to hand it to Hercules, who holds his hand out, it starts to dim lessen. It starts to go brighter, brighter, brighter. The second Nereus holds it, shakes in his hands a little bit, and then it drops out of his hands onto the ground. Yet again, another vision.
Do I just see it, or is everybody see it?
Everybody sees it.
Grok turns around from what he was doing.
As of right now, that mentality that y'all are on paints the following picture if you will close your eyes. Perseus on the battlefield. The gods fighting Kronos in the background. They're doing heavy damage upon Kronos. We five, surrounding Perseus. Perseus is weakened now at this point. First thing to hit Perseus being a javelin, sent by Nereus, straight at his neck. Hits his neck. The next being a blast of lightning that comes from Anna's hands. The third being a sword lunge straight through the sternum that protrudes out of his back now, being Brock. This isn't an ordinary sword. The fourth being Hercules, who from behind grabs him around the neck and's got him in a chokehold to where he can't move. And finally, Zeres, who steps forward with his father's Biden in hand and slams it down for black dust to go everywhere. And the vision dissipates, bringing y'all back.
Like I said, it always changes.
I like that outcome better.
And at that point, Hercules smiles, turns, starts heading to the ship. Hermes! Get her ready.
That was a Grok's on the ship and goes, Hercules, have you ever seen a sword like that one that it was showing I was using?
Hercules says, only once.
Cool. I'm gonna go to the other side and try to clear my head.
And Emma is gonna follow Brock and try to see if she can talk to him to calm him down.
Okay. What are y'all gonna do?
I'm looking out at the moon. It's nighttime, ain't it?
So, what?
I'm looking out at the moon, tracking Perseus.
No, I'm just standing there, just looking around and I'm just standing there quietly, just thinking about stuff.
Okay.
You ain't real stealthy, Anna. What you need?
Brock, what I need you to do is not to go into rage or berserk right now.
I'm not. I'm not that level of anger right now, Anna. I'm frustrated.
I know.
And the reason why is that every time we get a leg up, that yellow-bellied snake pulls more and more dirty tactics.
I know.
More and more lives taken. And it's draining.
I understand, but we have to keep going.
I know.
With that,
What's in your hand? A sketchbook.
Oh, here's your book. I grabbed it.
Oh. He throws it back in his pouch. Thanks.
Maybe you should try doing some sketches. Maybe that'll help calm you down a little bit.
I want to ask you something.
You started on the preacher that.
Oh, Brock's got it done. Actually, Anna. Hey, y'all, come here. I want to show y'all something I've been working on.
Okay.
And does Hercules grace us with his presence too?
Yeah.
I've been working on this since we were in Erebus, actually. And figured it'd be a good little pick-me-up right now. DM, do you have the picture?
I know.
And Brock shows a picture that is going to be the new image used for the videos and for thumbnails.
Yeah, it was already used for 6.5.
Yeah. But it will go into effect as far as
Full time.
for the rest of the campaign, no matter whether it's 6.5 session or a half session or a full session, all that. This will be the poster. We'll post it for the Calibocrats.
It looks,
Yep.
And we
I think
will
I already
also-
posted it on Facebook.
If you did, then great.
it looks amazing.
I plan to make a canvas of this and to put it on our wall in there.
But maybe you should do some more drawing, and that'll help you kind of calm down.
Okay, Buck. Amazing job on the drawing. I think you
Oh, very
might. I think you might have could have got my muscles a little bit bigger.
What muscle? Theories. Let me go ahead and tell you this, my friends. When I sketch, sculpt, or create,
With that,
I do the truth.
Several things that our actors need to know as this session has now ended. And the Calibocrats are going to be in on it.
Oh, Lord.
First off, everybody hand their neck sweet.
I didn't do mine. I did it for mine. Can that count?
If y'all want to see the picture, go to the Beyond Caliber Facebook page.
It's going to be the picture
It's
as
on
well.
Actually,
We're going to count that with a mine.
we are going to count that because you did roll for a mark. So now,
Rip them on.
Rest in peace.
they completed their tasks.
We leveling up at. Ain't that what you told
Give me
me?
a second.
Hold on.
I put it in mine.
As they have completed their tasks, they get an extra 5 health points each. They will manually fix.
After we level up, we'll put +5.
Yep. And everyone in here is leveling up to 10.
10.
Let's go.
Now,
I'm at the
the reason we are leveling up to 10, ladies and gentlemen,
from 5.
from 5 straight to 10, is because this war that our heroes have seen through the cube of Damask is going to start taking place next session.
Bring it.
Okay,
Don't forget to
Level
hang
10.
on. Do the outro.
As always, we appreciate all of the Calibocrats tuning in to another session of the Voyage to Erebus. Be on the lookout here soon for the next session of the Land of Fire.
it's going to be not this weekend, but the next.
Crown
And
Jewel predictions.
the Crown of Jewel predictions, which
Tell them about a little thing we talked about.
with the Crown of Jewels predictions, we're submitting predictions in this time just for fun.
And for whoever
And for whoever wins
get a +1
gets a +1
for
on the
Survivor
Survivor
Series.
Series.
Yep.
So the title will not exchange hands on Crown Jewel.
Yep.
But it may very well exchange hands
That's Survivor
at
Series.
Survivor Series. So y'all be tuning in for all of this coming up. Some of us will be posting more videos and all that.
I'm back.
related to the wrestling predictions and the wrestling, content. But as always, we'll go around the room. This is JP Lawson.
Preacher Man R&B.
Dylan Yates.
Blue Collar Joe, aka Joe.
Boss Lady GP.
We are signing out. Join us next time.